what you need for life is inspiration and spirituality. And that is why we are so blessed to be here at this MIT University.
Welcome to the Vishwa Shanti Darshan YouTube channel. We are about to listen to Param Pujya Sadhu Vivek Jeevandasji. Param Pujya Sadhu Vivek Jeevandasji completed his education in London. He studied biochemistry at London. In 1976, in the presence of the prominent Sadhu Maharajji, he received initiation as a monk. Jeevandasji studied Indian and Western philosophy at Swami Narayan Temple in Hyderabad.
The 2001 earthquake which struck Gujarat. It was very devastating. Many organizations, they rushed off to Kutch and also other places in Gujarat. Our organization, at the word of Pramukh Swami, volunteers and even sadhus, they worked for more than 1 year. And at that time, Anjar is a small village in Kutch. It so happened that a school had been more or less shattered by the earthquake. So Pramukh Swami, he told one of our volunteers that you go there and let us rebuild that school. Because there are students, there are children. Education is important for them. So the volunteer, he went there. It so happened that the school there was rubble there. The people over there, they were using it as an open toilet. So they started refusing that we don't want a school here because we use it as an open toilet. So they started protesting and they did not help. So then the volunteer went back to Pramukh Swami and he said that Swamiji, these people are refusing. But the municipal corporation, they have agreed that we'll give you a piece of land 3 kilometers away from the town, and you can build a new school there. Pramukh Swamiji said that, look, these people are ordinary people. They will not send their children 3 kilometers away to study. The volunteer said that, Swamiji, definitely they will study. Swami said, you go and ask those people. So he went to those people and he said that, look, if we build a school 3 kilometers away, will you send your children? They did not care for education. So they said, why we should send our children so far off? We won't send our children. So the volunteer went back to Pramukh Swami. Obviously, we ordinary people, we would say, oh, forget it. If they don't care, why we should care? And plus they were protesting. They were against having a school built there. So why we should help such people? This would be the ordinary perspective that we would have, or the feelings that we would have. So the volunteer went back to Pramukh Swami. He related to what the people had said. Pramukh Swami said, let's do one thing. First, let us build toilets for them. But then the volunteer said, Swami, we don't have the funds. We don't have the funds. Swami said, don't worry about the funds. We will give it from the organization. First, we build the toilets, because that is a need. And then once that need has been satisfied, we will rebuild a school on that very place. Right now, there is a school that has been built there by the BAPS. Not right now, since last more than 15, 16 years back. And that school, it has been named as Abdul Kalam Primary School. See, thinking differently is very important. You just cannot see people who have a large and a generous heart. They want to really help in spite of the fact that people are ignorant, in spite of the fact that people may protest. But seeing the ultimate good for them, we find that such great souls, they have always strived. Sant Gananeshwar, Sant Tukaram, they have faced so many challenges, but they have not given up their spirituality. They have never given up their goodness. And they have always strived for society. That is why they have always remained eternal and enduring icons for society for time immemorial. So we find that thinking differently is very important. Now, let us come to the practical aspect, the very last part. Now, what should we do? What should we think differently about? First of all, I think it's very important that it is imperative that we organize our lives. Very important. Outwardly, we may seem very organized, but inwardly, we are a mess. Our own personal lives, our own personal physical lives. So we are not very much organized. We are very much disorganized. So it is important that we should organize our physical selves, our physical life. Secondly, try to think positively. There are situations which may probably throw us into negativity, but try to find some positive aspect and try to tolerate. Patience is very important. Patience is now wearing away. So little patience, and I'm sure you are observing in your children that they are very much short and deficit of patience. So it is very important to have a positive mindset, to encourage a positive mindset, and also to increase tolerance as well. Thirdly, try to help others. We don't try to help others. We have become so engrossed, I-centric. We are I-centric. Try to help in whatever way. I'm not saying that you always try to help somebody in terms of money, but by guiding somebody, by helping somebody, by hearing somebody. So try to help others. It is very important. We take, but we give very less. We always take, we never give. We always want, but we never try to share. It is very important. The more we try to give, the happier and a better life that we experience in our own selves. And lastly, faith in God. That is very, very important. Try to cultivate faith in God. Read our scriptures, the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Vachnamrit, Sikshapatri. Try to read our scriptures. Once, one of our former prime ministers of India, he was asked, do you know the Bhagavad Gita? The Prime Minister of India said, what is the Bhagavad Gita? Is it a weekly or is it a daily? He did not know what the Bhagavad Gita was. Friends, at least have darshan of Bhagavad Gita and read Bhagavad Gita. So, associating ourselves with our scriptures, wonderful value system, the Ramayana, what a wonderful value system it gives to us. So, associating, doing satsang is very important. That means go to a mandir, whoever you believe in, whatever your religion is. Go to a sacred, holy place, a place of worship. You will carry divine and positive vibrations with you. At least go there once a week. Have a small mandir in your own house. You will have positive vibrations. We always find the television in the house has the prime position in the sitting room. The mandir, either it is not there, or if it is there, it is tucked under the staircase somewhere. You have to find where God is. So this is not a right way of doing things. So it is important that you should have darshan of God. Go to a mandir. And lastly, have a guru. Guru is very important. You are also gurus. For your students, you are educational gurus. It is very important to have guru, a spiritual master. A bona fide spiritual master is very important. So by doing these four things, organizing ourselves, don't clutter yourself. Don't clutter yourself with too much work or assignments. Have some space in your mind. You'll be relaxed. Very important. Think positively and tolerate. Second. Third, try to help others. Try to broaden your circle from I-centricness to other-centricness. And lastly, have faith in God. Do satsang in your life. I'm sure that we would be able to think differently, not only in our material life, but also about matters related to life beyond as well. And this will give us holistic development, proper development, which will make our lives better, happier, and more fruitful. Thank you very much. My prayers to all of you.
what you need for life is inspiration and spirituality. And that is why we are so blessed to be here at this MIT University.